Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I install volume weft extensions. I'm going to be using Doris Hair, which you can find on Amazon. I'm going to be showing you guys a little before. My model today is going to be my assistant Alethea, and she's just going to show you guys what her hair looks like before and a little bit of the back. And then here's just a quick clip of what I'm going to be using today. We got a lot of clips, a loop tool for your beads, some pliers, and then you're going to need silicone beads, a tail comb, and your extensions. So first things first is we're going to start off by sectioning the hair. I like to start at the bottom, like a little bit lower with my first row, and I do more of like a U shape. So in the nape, you'll start a little bit lower, and then towards the sides, you'll go a little bit higher, so more of a U shape. And then with your sectioning, just make sure it's very clean sectioning. If you need some hairspray for those little baby hairs, go ahead and grab some hairspray. And you'll need lots of clips just to make sure everything's very clean. The next step we're going to take is sectioning for our beads. So when you section for your beads, you want to make sure it's about the same size as the top of your tail comb. That's usually the size that I measure out. Unfortunately, I don't show it in the video, but you'll kind of see some examples of how I section out for the beads. And then you want to make sure there's little pockets of hair on each side of the bead. So that's kind of how you know it, like just little rectangles for the beads. And then if you notice that your bead is struggling to push out the hair with the loop tool, you have too much hair. So you want to make sure it's just the right amount. And then you don't want to do too little bit of hair because then you can pull too much on the client's natural hair. So I'll show you, I go ahead and show you guys some examples, but yeah. An important tip when sectioning and putting your extensions is making sure your extensions start at least 2 fingers behind the hairline. With clients that have thinner hair, I like to start 3 fingers away from the hairline, just to make sure you're not pulling on their baby hairs in the front, which can be very delicate. So I try to start more further back where I see that they have thicker hair, because you don't want to pull on those little baby hairs around the hairline. Now here I'm going to start measuring out the weft. So when the weft comes in, it's a really long like piece of hair, so I don't like to cut before. I like to do my beads first, and then I measure out the weft to make sure it's the same size. If you go ahead and cut before you do your beads, you can end up with like pieces that are too long or pieces that are too short. So I like to wait until I have my beads and I see that the sectioning is good, and then I go ahead and cut my weft to my beads. That way I'm measuring around their head and not cutting before, because then you'll have a mess of hair that might be too short or too long. So yeah, I like to measure out as I go. And this is what my sectioning looks like before I sew it in. So I just lay it on top of the beads. And so now we're gonna go ahead and start sewing. Now to start our sewing, we're gonna start on the right side of the weft, and we're gonna create 3 little knots. So that the extension connects with the bead. So you're going to do it in the little pocket of hair next to the bead. So you don't want to do it right under the bead. It's going to be in the pocket, and that's going to connect them. I know the angle is kind of hard to see, but yes, you'll create your little pocket and then start sewing to the left. And then I like to take my my string, and before I pull it over, I pull it to the left, and then I sew into the string, and then I will do that all the way around. So here are some examples of how I do it. So one more time, when I'm sewing, I am pulling the string to the left. I'm taking my needle and putting it into the pocket of hair, and then also grabbing the weft at the same time and pulling my needle through the circle of the string, and then pulling it up and just pulling it a little tight so that way it's secure. So one more time, I'm pulling my string to the left, I'm putting my needle through the pocket of hair, and then taking the weft and then pulling it through the circle of the string and up. So you're going to do that all the way around. And if this is kind of hard to see or understand, you should definitely follow Bellamy Extensions on Instagram. They have a lot of examples so that you guys can see other ideas of what I'm trying to explain with the sewing. And this is the finished result of her first row. We did our beads, we sewed it in, and yeah. So now we're gonna do our second row, which is just gonna be like 2 fingers higher. Yeah, I don't like to lay them right on top of each other because it can be a little uncomfortable. So I like to leave a little space in between the wefts, and we're gonna sew the top one. So once you reach the end of your weft, once you finish all the way around, I like to sew backwards 3 times. So I'll do 3 little loops backwards. Then I'll take my needle, I'll loop it through just a little bit, and then I'll wrap it 3 times to create a knot. And then I'll pull it through, and then it creates like a little knot to finish off your sewing. And then I'll just cut it and tie it 3 times. And that is how you finish off sewing your weft. So this is how the extensions look after I install them, and now we are going to cut them. I think cutting them is the most important because you want to be very detailed, and this kind of just pulls the whole look together. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start by cutting off the ends a little bit, just trimming off so that it looks a little bit fuller and there's not like little strands hanging at the bottom. And when cutting the extensions, you want to make sure you're always point cutting. You don't want to cut straight across because then you'll create a line that will be kind of hard to take out at the end. So I always recommend point cutting. Now we're going to start slide cutting. This is going to help blend the extensions with the natural hair. So I don't usually like to cut the natural hair. I focus more on the extensions. So I'll cut like a little bit on the extensions just to give it like a little layer, so that way it's not all super full at the bottom, and that way it has a better blend from the natural hair with the extensions. And I do slide cutting. I won't cut it like regular layers because then it'll be too choppy. I like to slide cut it and kind of see how it's looking, how it falls, and go from there. Also, I'm using the Hansel sliding shears, I think. These are really good because they're perfect for slide cutting. I'm gonna continue slide cutting until I feel like the extensions are blending perfect with the hair. If you're having a problem with the extensions not blending with the natural hair, it may be because you didn't have enough extensions in the hair. Usually if the client has a really choppy haircut, I'll need double the amount of hair to make it blend really well. With this client, her hair is already long, so the extensions are blending pretty well. So this is the final result. The color is matching so well with her natural hair, and it's giving her so much more volume. We ended up adding 2 rows of volume wefts, and this is Doris Hair from Amazon. So yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. I hope this tutorial helped you guys on how to install weft extensions. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.